The dream began to take shape some 60 years ago with Mary Dunbar's vision. She took what was later to become the Fillmore House and started the Forsyth Preschool.
She was an evidently charismatic Sunday school teacher. She was a Sunday school teacher for the Unity Church.
One of my favorite memories with Mary Dunbar is the assemblies that we would have. In the first building, there was a living room, and for assembly, she would play the piano and play Broadway show tunes, and we would sing along with her.
While Mary built a foundation, today's plant began to take shape under the leadership of former head of school Rebecca Glenn. It was no accident that Forsyth grew not as a single school structure, but as a neighborhood campus.
Kids traveled around the campus, and adults, we all did, the way you would travel around your neighborhood.
But I didn't realize the power that that would have in educating a child. When a student at the early childhood years can walk in from their house to another house and feel at home, they can sit by a fireplace, literally a fireplace, and read a book.
During the 80s and 90s, there was recognition that Forsyth needed to evolve to entice growth through enrollment.
We bought homes that had backyards that were adjacent so that when we built our campus, it became more of a neighborhood feel for kids to play after school.
I mean, that was the whole era of so much energy and shared joy and work and planning. And it wasn't like we just happened. But it was good luck, but it was good timing. But we were ready because we didn't have a plan exactly. Our plan was buy anything that was adjacent.
Beyond the brick and mortar, the investment in people made the curriculum and culture aspirational.
It's probably the most important thing we did in the early years was we had marvelous teachers here.
You know, I always am so grateful to Becky Glenn, who hired me back then. And I was shocked that I even got the job because I came a day late to the interview. I got my dates mixed up and I didn't show up the day I was supposed to.
We had a head of school at the time, Rebecca Glenn, and she had a knack for choosing faculty who were passionate about what they wanted to teach. And then we were allowed the freedom to teach.
During Becky Glenn's tenure, the school went from 2 houses to 5. The Rand Center and Sport Court were constructed, enrollment climbed, and soon after her retirement, the courtyard was converted into a playground. Michael Vachow succeeded Becky Glenn. Under his guidance, the footprint for today's campus, with 6 historic homes, was completed with the addition of Next House and the big backyard in 2013. A testament to what so many experienced in the school's early years is manifested in how many one-time students now have children of their own enrolled.
So during my time here, we celebrated our 30th anniversary as a school, and I'm really excited that Ford is here to celebrate the 60th anniversary. There's just a great continuity to that. And added on to that, my dad was on the board when we had that 30th anniversary celebration.
And her dad takes pride in having his grandson, like his daughter, receiving his elementary education at Forsyth.
And so having another generation is beyond the ability to just enjoy that fulfillment of what we started 30 years ago, 35 years ago.
The quilt that connects past and future generations is not only rooted in Forsyth's traditions, its academics, the friendships, but in how students are encouraged to take risks and face challenges.
Their ability to say, I was super frightened to do the ropes course, but I did it, and then they feel good about it, and now they're like, well, then I'm gonna do the beam. Like, that confidence shows them how they can set goals and attain their goals, and they know it's also a little bit of hard work in between to make that happen, and overcoming anxiety and fear.
For an elementary school, I'm actually kind of shocked at how much I feel like it impacted my my whole path in general. It really set me up with a belief that if I just tried and stretched, that things were possible and could happen.
What Forsyth offers is best summed up by both former and current students.
It's definitely made me more of a risk taker. Like, I used to be afraid of heights, but after going on the ropes course a couple of times, it kind of like changed my mindset.
Obviously, Wilson values his Forsyth education.
It's worth the money.
Students that graduated from 2005 to 2015 recollect what stood out for them.
I mean, this is the place where we first, I guess, experienced learning. So it just, I don't know, it was a really good time.
I don't know, just seeing where people are today and kind of seeing who everyone has become already is really exciting and just like makes me happy to have been part of this.
I feel like the older I get, the more thankful I am that I was here. The more I realize how important it was that I was here and I had such an amazing environment to grow up and learn in.
The second you walk in, you feel completely welcome with open arms.
Yeah, I think it prepared me really well academically, even though it's just like grade school. I think it gave me a lot of good study habits.
Americans' like #1 fear is public speaking, and you have to do that from day one here, and that's so cool.
I think the relationships that I made here were really special because, I don't know, it's very unique to like be so close with your classmates.
I just think they made like things that seem daunting, like, you know, mapping the world by memory or things like that, or like doing the ropes course, or like, you know, seem like attainable.
I don't know, it's just kind of feels really comfortable to come back here, and it just reminds me of how thankful I am that I came to Forsyth.
And what about the future?
I think that the magic of Forsyth will endure another 60 years.
It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. That's what Forsyth does.
And this is what I'm looking forward to. Continue to live our mission to amplify what this place is, fostering that creativity, that curiosity, that joy that we do here at Forsyth, and preserve that for the next 60 years.
Happy 60th birthday, Forsyth.
Happy 60th birthday, Forsyth.
Happy 60th birthday, Forsyth.
Happy birthday, Forsyth.
Happy birthday, Forsyth. Happy birthday, Forsyth. Happy birthday, Forsyth. Happy birthday, Forsyth. Happy birthday, Forsyth.